recently, the Roblox documentary YouTuber Pappo, with over 100,000 subscribers, has found himself in very deep water after he made perhaps one of the most controversial and universally hated Roblox videos that I have seen in a very long time. Essentially, a couple days ago, he released a video seeming to completely trash on Roblox asymmetrical horror games, which are some of the most beloved and played games on the entire Roblox platform. The title for his video was Roblox Asyms, Terrible Games for Terrible People, so you can already come to terms with why people absolutely despise this video. He literally trashed the players who were playing these games. Now, the two main criticisms I've seen from this video was that it was extremely aggressive and also contained a myriad of misinformation. And as soon as this video was released, the backlash Pappo received on Twitter was nothing short of monolithic. There were hundreds upon hundreds of tweets, some with thousands of views, literally trashing him. So he promptly unlisted the video, changed the description to "got my money," almost bragging about the monetary benefit he received, however partially conceded in his community post that his first video was far too negative and stated "my bad." So today in this drama slop video, we will summarize the situation and cover just how much this video pissed people off. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new and if you like Roblox slop drama, and let's get into it. Now, for context, Pappo is already a rather controversial YouTuber. Last year, around late April 2025, a user had come out alleging that Pappo had mistreated them, bullied their friends, manipulated them, and even jokingly falsely accused them of being a PDF, which then started a rumor that gradually affected them in the process. Another YouTuber named Tomato Bricked, who was in a near relationship with Pappo, stated that they relapsed back into Pappo again due to how toxic Pappo was to them allegedly, as well as Pappo allegedly pressuring a friend of theirs into doing weed in November of 2024. Other once close associates of Pappo, such as Tart, also went on Twitter and followed up on this, stating that he mistreated them to the point of making them feel uncomfortable in their own friend groups, while other screenshots also were released of what appeared to be Pappo allegedly bullying someone in a Discord server into deleting their account, as well as other screenshots of Pappo making extremely aggressive comments to other people they viewed as annoying too. In response, during May 2025, Pappo made a Google document and released it on Twitter, taking full expressed accountability for their past actions, and apologizing to those they hurt and wronged, while also making it clear that they suffered from BPD and that they were taking actions to improve themselves moving forward, and they just wanted to look ahead. However, due to the recent drama that has emerged and the sheer volume of people being pissed off about what he said, these claims as a result have been relitigated. So let me briefly explain why people despised him and his videos so much.
Hey guys, it's me, everyone's favorite Roblox YouTuber. That's what I'm known for. I am the Roblox guy. Yummy yummy Roblox slop for my tummy.
Now, the first point comes with Pappo's weird tone throughout his video. At the start, he comes off as extremely self-centered and entitled, which of course is going to turn people away from hearing your side in a video that is already packaging itself as an attack video. Pappo even acknowledges that the title is going to attract attention, and certainly not the positive kind of attention. So coming in with this kind of attitude is only going to serve to turn more people away.
Bear Alpha is closer, but I hate this game and I refuse to talk about it in any meaningful way.
Another massive mistake he makes is how aggressively he comes off to the viewer. It almost seems as if he lacks any basic ability of nuance. For example, he immediately comes in stating that he hates Bear, arguably one of the most beloved and popular Roblox games on the platform, and this already dissuaded other people from actually hearing him out, because now he has alienated an entire fanbase in the process barely 2 minutes into his video. And this criticism as well was seen extensively on Twitter when discussing his video. This kind of behavior too, of just aggressively brushing off and refusing to cover games that you are predisposed to hating, also doesn't really prove that you have good journalistic integrity.
This Homer is an anti-game. Objectively, the game sucks, but there's something about it that wraps it back around to being like an avant-garde art piece. Objectively, it does this formula better than anything else, and that scares me.
Another thing that absolutely pissed off people was Pappo seeming to glaze the surrealism of a game called You vs. Homer, which many people see as basically just a complete reskin of Bear. They see it as illogical for why Pappo refused to talk about Bear in his video just because he absolutely hated the game. Why are you gonna shit on such a beloved game but seek to actually bootlick a game that's clearly a copy of it?
I need to make it clear, I am heavily biased. I hate this game. This video is entirely my own opinion, but before we continue, I feel the need to reiterate that. My words are my own. My opinion is my own. And my own opinion is that I despise this game.
Now, Pappo also makes it clear in his video that he was just going over his own opinion, and with this, he also makes it clear how much he absolutely hates Forsaken, and not just Forsaken as a game itself, but also its fandom and everything it ever stood for, clearly getting a little bit too ahead with all of these aggressive statements here.
Forsaken is one of the worst things I have ever played. I hate the gameplay, I hate the fandom, I hate the developers, I hate everything Forsaken stands for.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but again, I don't think maligning an entire fandom of a game that you have a bias against is a good idea. If you're trying to push forward an opinion that you already know will be controversial, you probably won't have many people attempting to hear you out if you purposely agitate every fandom of an asymmetrical horror game as possible, alienating all your viewers in the process. And Pappo stating that this is all his own opinion again doesn't really shield him from criticism. It isn't a viable defense. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you can't be criticized for said opinion, especially when on Twitter and YouTube, many users have gone over extensively how he clearly didn't do enough research to understand the game mechanics at all, of any game he was openly criticizing. Here's just one example out of many that has been listed.
I do think the abilities survivors have are really cool. I like how everyone has their own place with subcategories in each spawn. Bacon hair is self-sufficient. He has a quick stun.
Huh? It's not a stun, bro. It just blinds the killer. It doesn't stop them. They can still very much hit you and kill you.
A heal and a recon tool. Jane Doe is a healer with a stun if needed.
Same thing. Jane Doe's syringe attack does not stun. It just takes part of the killer's stamina. It doesn't stun.
Now, this pan of obviously not playing the game long enough to understand any basic mechanics can also be seen with Pappo's criticism towards Pillar Chase 2, which is yet another game he maligns in his video.
Correct me if I'm wrong in believing that Pillar Chase 2 just looks like a Unity project. I feel like I could find various Fusion Z Gamer uploads of this game made in 2018 connected to a dead GameJolt account.
Now, if you look at the Pillar Chase 2 background gameplay he features in this video, all the killers he has are around level 1, exempt from one level 2, meaning that he essentially had invested no time or effort whatsoever into actually playing this game, if this is indeed his own footage. And I'll make it no secret myself right now, that I have not played these games much at all. But if you're going to praise yourself as a Roblox YouTuber who covers topic-based journalism, you should at least bare minimum understand the fundamentals of the game you're openly criticizing, and hold off on consistently shitting on games just because you have a negative bias against them. Obviously, however, as we know, Pappo did the complete opposite of this, and of course had the entirety of Twitter dogging on him and even his own comment section. And I could focus on dismantling his video further, but again, I'm not here to make this video go on for 1 hour because I'm certain no one would care about that. And also, to be quite honest, I don't really understand much about the game mechanics either. Now, obviously, when criticism started to leak onto his own YouTube comment section, Pappo unlisted the video, changed the title, and decided to make his description now say, "Got my money," bragging about the monetary benefit he received from all of the hate towards him, which I can't help but think is an example of Schrodinger's idiot, which is where a person makes a stupid or absurd statement and then decides to play it off as either a joke or all part of their plan, depending on the reaction they derive. To some people, this kind of reaction from Pappo almost seems as if he's coping due to the monolithic levels of hate he has received for his opinion. Now, in response, Pappo stated on his community post, TLDR, unlisted the Asym video, remaking it to be more objective. Started taking new medication to help with workflow, but in doing so was extremely negative and I thought I was spitting when I was drowning. My bad. Point of the video was to say my opinions about games I do not like, but it was inherently too negative. I still agree with what I said, but the points need to be made better. So regarding all of this, the reactions are rather mixed, so only time will tell if he dabbles down on the more controversial points he made, or instead refines what he had stated in the past and presents himself in a less entitled and aggressive way that got him all this hate and backlash in the first place. If he presents himself with a more objective outlook on the entire situation and a more calmer approach, I'm sure people will actually listen to what he has to say, but it is certainly going to be harder for him now to do this because a lot more people dislike him, and yep, that's just how the internet works. Anyway, that will be all from this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more Roblox drama slop in the future, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.
Do 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 do.